Hello everyone, welcome back. Yes, I'm on my nice camera today because, I don't know, I felt like it. Yeah, I do own a nicer camera, I just never use it because it takes me forever to upload. Anyways, you don't care. Who cares? Hey, who asked? Nobody. Who cares? Alright, let's get into episode 5. What is it? Of these lesbians being insane. Ultimatum Queer Love. Season 2, episode 5. Yes, I'm still on episode 5. I'm going through these extremely slow. If you've seen my other videos, you know my life's in shambles. Sorry. Yeah, I know it came out 3 weeks ago. Can I live? Can I catch a break? Toss me a break. Hey, toss me a break. Toss me a break. I need to catch it. Please? Please. Whatever. What's going on? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Also, if any of you are like the people on my TikTok and tell me I look like 11, Millie Bobby Brown, Jesse Eisenberg, Michael Cera, the list goes on and on. Don't! Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
I thought I was communicating like this whole time and like making sure that we were all on the same page.
Look at this healthy communication. I dare you, I implore you. I am giving you the impossible task of finding a straight couple, a man and a woman, or at least a man, that can communicate their feelings in a non-accusatory way like they're doing in this situation. Please, point me in the direction. I'm looking, I'm not seeing. I've got my listening ears on and my looking eyes. Nothing. But no, seriously, props to Kyle and Pilar for having like a very mature conversation like this and actually being able to talk through what happened and be like, this is how I felt, that's why I did this is how I felt about that, that's why I did this.
Yeah, this is like the most surreal experience. It's been insane. So Dana gave me an ultimatum. We had to agree to like break up.
Wow, it really is. What's up with the hair up undercut from the ear and under trend going on here in Florida? Is this Florida? They said when the tides get high, don't worry about it, we got that undercut. The undercut for lesbians is like building your house on stilts.
Thing that I notice in myself that like I think I could work on, and I think you could work on it too. And we've talked a lot about sitting in the discomfort.
I like that her dog tattoo is listening too. It's going.
With Haley and I, honestly, it's just so different. I've always been around people who have been pushing me my whole life. My exes, my mom, my coaches. And this is the first time where like I don't feel pushed.
It's very insightful, Megan. That will go away. We will see you quickly lose that trait of insightful thought. But nice to know you had it there for a moment. It's good.
Do you guys feel like at the end of this, there's potential between you two?
Honestly, it does make me feel like there could be potential there.
Guaranteed, I can never have Megan out of my life.
Same.
Welcome to the squad.
We'll see how that goes.
I have never felt more alone. But it's not your fault.
I think Marie kind of took jabs at people that didn't deserve it, like AJ, like at the reunion. AJ had nothing to do with what was going on. But I do see how Marie felt like kind of abandoned. Her partner, her ex-partner's off having the time of her life with somebody else, does not care about Marie at all. And then you have AJ, who clearly is more invested in their ex-partner, Brittany, as well, and not as much in this trial marriage. And that's fine. AJ has stability outside of this, still with Brittany, and knows that there's no threat, because Brittany and Marie are just friends. Whereas Marie doesn't really have AJ there as like a huge support. She knows Mel. So she knows Mel's out there being Mel.
Scary because I don't want to be dating around at her age.
You know what? I used to wear headbands like this in like college. When I was probably like 18, 19. I did this look. The hair tied up with the headband. But damn, yeah, it looks... Mel's giving it a bad rep. And the other day, I wore a bandana tied up as a headband like that for the first time in a long time. I wore it first time in years. And of course, the first comment, I went and hung out with some friends and they were like, Jesus Christ, all right, WWE, Hulk Hogan. And I was like, okay, not wearing a bandana anymore. Cool, guys. I try one thing for style. I try to do one thing different and I get shit on. Awesome. And that's being an adult, kids. You go, I think I'm kind of styling today. And you go out and get immediately made fun of.
And I feel like you just don't have the, like, will to do the same. But I think you want the same things that I want.
Here she goes again. I think you want, I know you said this, but I don't think you really mean it. Dog, shut up. Dana wants to be the puppeteer so bad. Dana wants to be Geppetto, dancing all her little puppets around so bad. They can't have their own thoughts and feelings. She's got to tell them how they feel and what they think. We saw what happens with Megan. We see she gets them strings right. They were cut. She tied them right back up. Had Megan dancing around. Haley, I think you should apologize to Dana. Dana is Geppetto. Was that his name?
The mound wet, and then you stick your palms this side, turn it.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know what kind of makes me mad? Is when a lesbian, when anyone past 14 says that's what she said, it irritates me. And I don't know why. And maybe that's a me thing, but it's just never funny. It's more like a heh. I really think, because every episode, these two have like a scene or two together. I really think they were like, we have to put them in the edit somewhere. They get 5 minutes of screen time. Maybe. You can tell they probably put the episodes together and then were like, oh fuck, we forgot Ashley and Bridget. Had to go back in there and edit them in.
There is this aspect of vulnerability when it does come to sex. It just like opens another part of you that we're just learning together.
I do think we could have gone through this experience.
Bro, watching this is painful in a different way. And then I'm like, they seemed, because I don't know these people, clearly. We don't know these people. But they seemed so comfortable. It seemed easy. It seemed like a good fit. They seemed happy. What the fuck happened?
Because it's so different than what I have with Dana. It's almost like incomparable. They're just two completely...
Megan, we agree. So what happened?
And then I feel like when she started dating Megan, she got a new vibe to her. Like, she was just a lot more, like, just happier, you know?
Soft.
Oh yeah, this is when they're telling Mel how basically how great Megan is and how she was so good for Dana. Her mom and her sister are like, Megan's great. We really love Megan. She really did good for Dana. And then Mel's there and they're like, and you're here too. I'm sure you've done something.
My mom and my sister's opinion is very important to me. Megan brought so much to my life. I haven't spoken to her in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so now when her mom and her sister bring up, no, Megan's actually a fantastic person, made you a better person. She's like, oh, right, whoops. Oopsie. Oops. I should call her. I know Megan was on the other end of that phone talking crazy to her, and I do not care. I just wish we could have heard it. I just wish we could have heard what she was saying to her. Sorry, oh, she's your person, you want to leave with her, you want to marry her. Sorry, was this before or after you got matching tattoos with Mel that you said you knew you and Megan were supposed to get? Was this before or after? I genuinely don't remember if it was before or after, but either way. Interesting. She feels like, I got my little Mel puppet. Gotta make sure my Megan puppet's still attached. And when she felt them strings cutting, she got nervous. She got worried. Welcome back. This is the same video for you, but this is a different day for me. All right, let's continue on watching episode 5 of the Queer Love Ultimate... No. Let's continue watching episode... Sorry, guys. I just got blood taken. I don't know if I'm fully conscious right now. If you follow me on social media, you should. All of my handles are at Marissa Yaps. You'll know that I got blood drawn today, and I was the bravest patient all day. The nurse was really nice to me, and she said I did a really good job because I'm really scared of needles and getting my blood taken. She didn't give me like a sticker or anything. I was kind of hoping, but she didn't offer. It's fine. I was going to ask. We're going to keep going with episode 5 of The Ultimatum, Queer Love. Did you guys listen to the new Bieber album? Swag? I was so mad at him when I saw he put that shit out. I said, swag. You make it so hard to be a fan in this year of 2025. Megan just told Dana to kick rocks. God, I wish she would have. Where would we be had Megan just left Dana? Not even ended up with Haley, but just left Dana.
Why do I feel so small?
You're not small.
Me. Me. With all around all the femmes and their high heels. Me. Height, none of your business. But just down here. Wait, Bridget's her height. I think they're just in heels, because Bridget looks like the same height. Damn, Bridget kind of bad, for real. Hold on. Bridget kind of bad, for real. When did this happen? When did this revelation happen? I lose blood, and all of a sudden, Bridget's hot. I mean, she's always been attractive. I think she's a very good-looking person, but it's something about this. Anyways. She kind of dressed like, oh my God, yo, she's dressed like Debbie from Wild Thornberries. Nice.
Because we are
Right,
all
we
the
all
ultimatum
do.
givers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's just like, why am I not good enough? That's how I feel in
and
our
it's not that
relationship.
you're not good enough. You're good enough in your own way.
It is, and I know exactly what she expects.
Great. I mean, I get the sentiment for sure. What a wild thing to say. I just feel like I'm not good enough. You're good enough. In your own way, you know. It's not a way that most people recognize or appreciate or resonate with or care about, but it's you.
And you were robbed of that.
I feel like
because you deserved so much better than that.
AJ?
Interesting. Just an interesting point that Dana is so quickly comfortable jumping into defending. No. Well, you're supposed to really commit to this trial marriage. Right? That's what we all came here to do, right? Fully commit to the trial marriage, right? So we're going to do everything we want with our trial partner, right?
We're all here because we issued an ultimatum.
And we all agreed to this. No one forced any of you guys to do this.
Does she have veneers? Which, whatever, good for her. I just clocked it. Whoa.
I feel like I can really obsess with like, what is my ex-partner doing? Is she falling in love? Did I wait too long?
Yeah.
It's hard.
I want you to know that I respect you. I would never do anything to hurt you.
Megan. I feel like they feel pressured to say like, you have nothing to worry about. No, you guys are so good. Like, she talks about you all the time. You guys are going to be great. Hey, maybe just keep your mouth shut. Maybe just boop. I don't know if you know this, there are cameras watching and listening at all times. You can't really lie. You can, but then a year later,